If you've ever said to yourself, I know what to do, I just need to do it, but then you don't do it, here's something that you might not know. This is something your brain is doing on purpose to actually keep you stuck. Let me explain. So first, you have this thought. Now this thought is going to lead to other thoughts like, well, if I know what to do, then why don't I do it? And like, well, how come I know what's good for me, but I am still not in action? Like what's wrong with me? And well, if only I was more motivated, if only I was more self-disciplined, or like, well, I just need to like become more self-disciplined or more motivated. And there is a theme to every one of these thoughts. The I am not good enough. Notice how all of these are like, oh, well, I'm not good enough. If I was good enough, then I would just do this. So not good enough. And most especially, it's leading to an emotion now. And that emotion is shame. So why would your brain do that? It doesn't seem very helpful, right? There are actually two parts of your brain at play here. You've got one part of your brain that is the one that had the thought of like, I would like to have a better life. I would like to do the things that I know that I should be doing. And then there's the other part of your brain that is creating all of these thoughts and all of this shame to keep you stuck. It's the part of your brain that associates risk with change and risk with not being safe. The problem with that is that change and transformation and pretty much anything good that you want to do with your life that is better than your current circumstances is in that same category for that part of your brain of like, this is risky because improvement is also change. So it creates thoughts that create the feeling of shame, which keep you the same because it keeps you stuck. Now, this is going to keep you stuck because it's focused on willpower and force. With force, there's resistance. With willpower, it's just not lasting. So what do you do to get yourself to do the thing that you know is going to serve you? You need to change what you are saying to yourself. So instead of saying this, instead, you want to ask yourself this powerful question: how do I change my desires? There is nothing as sustainable as doing what you want. So instead of trying to make yourself do something that you feel resistance to or that you're just not in action doing, you want to go upstream to your desires, because if you have a desire to do something that serves you, then that's just an organically easy thing. Like, of course you're going to do that. That's a thing that you want to do. So I will tell you the answer to how do I change my desires? And I'll give you a quick example first. So we've worked with over 9,000 clients on changing their thought patterns so that it organically changes their desires in a way that they intentionally want. And over the years, we've seen that at first clients are almost like suspicious of the huge range of things that we can coach on because, as one client said, she's like, one person can't have that many good ideas. But the thing is that it all comes down to the root cause, which is where are your desires? So there's a whole range of things that you can look at, but if you can be able to shift your thoughts and desires around it, then you can change a very wide range of areas you want to transform in your life. So just this week, we had a client celebrate that because she has changed her relationship to herself, instead of trying to use willpower or beating herself up for like, why don't I just do what I know to do? Her relationship with herself now is just leading to automatic, easy, organic actions that she doesn't need to force herself to do. That's just like what she does because of who she's become in her relationship with herself. That was actually the place to transform. She could have and did spend years battling with this when this was never going to get better. She instead shifted to this. So how do you change your desires? You change your thoughts. Now, this process of finding your current thought patterns and transforming them in a way that serves you best so that it then transforms your desires and your action and your life in an organic and easy and flowy way, that's exactly what we do at Open Circle. So feel free to join us there, but these are the tools that will change your life in a very leveraged way because everything goes back to this root. What are the thoughts that lead to your desires? And those desires lead to your actions that change your whole life.